This dish will make you warm and fuzzy. It's my green beans. Instead of using regular beans, I'm using snake beans with pork and ginger and a lovely sauce, nice and spicy and hot.
Some tofu as well. I like it.
Well, that's just a gesture for, you know, just gesturing that there is some other things you can put in it, like tofu if you wanted to, but it's the green beans that it's all about. And these snake beans you can buy in some supermarkets and greengrocers, but they're very, very popular and common in Asian supermarkets. So if you're looking for these, and I love the snake beans, they're a beautiful bean to use. I'm cutting them nice and long like this, so they're ready to go in the fry pan. And whilst I'm putting them in the fry pan, you're going to make the dressing. I've got some sugar, some shrimp paste, some chili jam here, some sesame oil. I've got some soya sauce and some dried chili as well. Get it all into the bowl there, mix it all around.
Oh, yeah.
So you get this lovely sauce.
Lovingly, I will, chef.
Here we go. Now, these beans are going to go into the pan. You can see there's a bit of smoke in there, a little bit of oil on this side, and in goes the beans. You can hear them starting to sizzle away. Now, you can see the beans are starting to blister up. That's what I'm looking for. Now, while that's going on and just sealing off, I've got some red onion here, and I'll just slice this on an angle all the way through, nice and long. And yes,
herbs, I love it. I love this kind of dish. So when I get takeout from a Chinese restaurant, I will go for something like this. I love the green beans and the pork beans. Beautiful.
Well, after you've learned how to make this, Preeya, you'll never go for takeout again because you'll be able to make this at home. And that's what cooking at home is all about. If you can learn simple techniques of making some of these Chinese classics, you want to make them home all the time.
There you go.
That didn't get across, did it? You're still going to go takeaways,
I am. Sometimes I'm tired. Like, what do you want me to say to you? I need a little break, you know?
I know. Now, have a look at these beans. I've added just a touch more oil. See how they're starting to go a little bit darker around the edges? That's what I'm looking for. That blistering of the skin on the outside of them really gives it a lovely flavour and also cooks them and sort of caramelises them a little bit.
Nice.
And now I chucked the little lapchang sausage in there, which is the Chinese sausage. Slightly sweet in flavour, but it's really nice to use. See, there's some ginger, some chilli and some garlic into the pan that goes. And I'm adding it sort of at the end as it's all coming together because I want it to have that crispy flavour and that fresh flavour. I've also got some Australian pork, and this is pork mince. I love pork mince because it goes all the way through. It's going to pick up every little bit of flavour. And what I'm doing, Preeya, is sort of crumbling it through so it cooks really quickly and picks up all the flavour and mixes in with the beans as well. So that's coming together beautifully. And as I add the pork in there, I'm going to add some salt because salt loves meat, meat loves salt. And make sure that's really well seasoned. Not too much salt in there because we have got that lovely sauce. Grab that tofu over there. We're going to put that all the way through. Getting some heat in there. And as you can see, I'm using a very high heat. I want this to sear off really quickly and nice and hot, which is really important. Now this...
It's not the firmest of the firm, is it? You're using it... Oh, how are you going to do this?
Yes, so what I'll do with this one is just crumble bits off. Sometimes I put tofu into it, sometimes I don't. So I just crumble it off, and this is slightly soft, so if I throw it in at the start, it's going to fall apart, which is OK for some dishes, but this one I want to see some chunks of tofu going through there. It almost gives it a jelly, sort of egg white texture to it, which is nice as well.
Extra protein. You could leave out the sausage and the mince and you could just use this as a vegetarian dish if you wanted to.
Or you could leave out the tofu altogether if you wanted to as well, so you don't need to put that in. I'm just putting it in there.
Give people options, Richo. That's the beautiful thing.
There we go. Now, I'm just tossing that off like that. You can see the pork starting to cook, and I don't want to overcook it, and I don't want to take the heat out of it. Now, I've got some herbs there and some of this sauce as well. Now, I don't want to overpower anything with this sauce because it is quite a strong sauce, so you pop it straight in, it's nearly ready to go. All looking nice and tasty. Now, it's just a matter of tossing that off, incorporating everything together. So we've got this lovely stir-fry, one-pot dish. Then I'll grab this plate, pop it up here, and we'll see this come together.
Lovely.
Lovely, lovely dish.
I love how it's come together with the colours. Like, I'm loving that green all through it. The beans are really the feature here.
You can imagine this with, with some rice and maybe another dish, some noodles, or maybe some stir-fried pork or some chicken, maybe some prawns. Pop that on there like that. A little bit of sesame seed.
I'm getting excited. I'm trying to... I started doing the fork dance.
You can get as excited as you want.
Yeah, OK.
Now, you're probably thinking there's going to be a lot of sesame in here, and the toasted sesame on top there is going to make it even more delicious. Have a taste of that.
I want to have a taste of this tofu with a little bit of the sausage. What do you think?
I'm going to taste the pork with some of that sausage as well, and, of course, a green bean on the end there, because that's what this episode is all about, using green beans. I'll pull that one out there like that.
Very, very easy.
Still got some crunch to it, hasn't it? But it's cooked all the way through.
Very doable, Richo. Like, could actually knock that up at home. I'm really a big fan. Beautiful flavours through that.
I'd have to agree with you. That's a cracker. Really quick and easy. Lots of ingredients, lots of flavour. A lot of sesame oil.
Oh, a lot of sesame oil.
They're very tasty.